Good evening. Welcome to the Jazz Grandstand concert. My name is Alejandra Valerino Boyer. I'm the director of the Staines Music Institute. And for the past 2 weeks, we have been having a whole lot of fun with our jazz programs. Those of you who were here last week on Tuesday got to hear 3 incredible new pieces by our Young Bridges composers. And today, you'll hear some more original work by our jazz fellows who have been here in residency with us for the past week, writing this new music and working with Billy Childs, Steve Wilson, and Rufus Reid. Tonight is also a little bittersweet for us because tonight we will also be saying thank you and goodbye to the one and only Rufus Reid. We have been so honored to have Rufus here at Ravinia working with the jazz program since it started in 2000, and the impact he has had on all of the young musicians that have come through this program is just immeasurable. I couldn't possibly even begin to tell you the feedback that we hear from the young musicians about what Rufus has meant to them and also to us. So thank you, Rufus. You have touched each and every one of us who have had the opportunity to get to know you throughout this time. Before we begin, another reminder to please silence the cell phones, anything that might go off during the concert, and also to please join us after the concert in the lobby for a reception to celebrate these incredible musicians. Now join me in welcoming our first group, led by Billy Childs.
Thank you so much. I have to say that this is my 10th year in a row working here at the Staines Institute, and it never gets old. It's always exciting and new and fresh to be in the presence of such young, incredible talent and minds and energy, and it helps me and Steve and Rufus grow also. We learn just as much as we teach to these incredible musicians. And I want to introduce you to the first group that I've been working with. Evan Kappelman on saxophone. Kevin Oliver Jr. on saxophone. Brandon Harper on piano. Julian Esparza on bass, and Joe Miller on drums. The first tune is written by Brandon, and he's going to tell you a little bit about it.
Thank you so much, Billy Childs. Hello, my name is Brandon Harper. In the first tune, it's a mix-up of 2 tunes, so the first one I'm going to play solo is called The Sun Comes Another Day, which is simply about moving on, no matter what kind of happens in your life, or something negative. I mean, you just have to continue on, the sun still comes out, life still goes on, so it's all about the process of moving. And then the tune after that, Street Fighter, is based off of a video game I played on the Super Nintendo. I had a vintage one by the same name, Street Fighter, and the melody was kind of based off of the fighting abilities and movements of the characters, so I was really inspired by that. So I hope you enjoy.
Good evening. How's everyone doing? Yeah, what a way to start the show, man. Just great energy. And we're going to continue with that energy. The next composition we're playing is original of mine called All Evil Dreams and Angry Words, which is actually a phrase that I heard from a show called Blue-Eyed Samurai. But that's where the similarities between the show and this tune end. It's just the name. And basically, this tune encapsulates the dark thoughts and that we have, and yeah. So get ready.
I wish you guys understood what it was like to be on this side of things. Also, my name is Kevin Oliver Jr., by the way. I play the saxophone. But this experience is an incredibly beautiful experience. It's something that I wasn't expecting, you know. I got an email out of nowhere that asked if I wanted to apply to the Ravinia Steens Institute Jazz Fellowship. And I said yes, and I came out to Highland Park. And I came and I worked with all these beautiful teachers, all these beautiful students, and everybody was bringing their own personality to their music, and the teachers were giving us such great, poignant advice that really shifted my perspective. And after a few days, you know, I was shaking a little bit. My confidence was a little shaky. I was trying to figure out, like, how can I be Kevin Oliver Jr. and also listen to what Mr. Billy Childs is telling me. And it took a lot to try to figure it out. And then I went to the beach and started writing, yeah. The beach was very inspiring. It was beautiful, and I started singing some melodies. So this song is called Where I Am, and it's not only just about where we are right now in Ravinia in Chicago, physically, but it's also about where I am and my self-discovery and journey of figuring out who I am. So I hope you enjoy it. One, two, three, 4.
Hi, everybody. My name's Joe. It's been a great week here at Ravinia. I feel very blessed to be here. This is a song I wrote while I was here, so it's brand new, and it's all about making mistakes and learning things and growing as a person and evolving and all that. So I hope you enjoy. This is Break Some, Take Some.
All right, before we play our fifth and final tune, I just want to, on behalf of all of us on stage and backstage, I want to say thank you so much to Ravinia, the entire team, from the staff to the coordinators, everyone who made this possible. We cannot thank you enough for giving us a perfect environment to create and explore and present our art, and it's been such a magical place for us to get to experience workshopping and learning from the best in the business, so to speak. So this last tune is a tune of mine entitled Full Metal Jacket. I had a career opportunity that I thought I was pretty likely to get, and it didn't pan out. And earlier this week, someone had asked RUFUS about what it means to face rejection. How do we face rejection? And so this tune is about kind of battling rejection. I mean, as artists, we've faced it countless times before. We'll face it countless times again. So it's about, doing our best to persevere and use that as motivation to better ourselves and better the music and lift ourselves up and lift those around us up. But it's also, this is also a representation of it being okay to be a little angry that, things didn't work out the way you thought they would. So this is kind of a celebration of moving forward, but also letting ourselves get a little steam out if that last tune wasn't enough. So this is Full Metal Jacket.
My name is Steve Wilson, and I'm one of the co-directors of the program. And it's been a real honor to be a part of this very special entity that is here at RSMI. It is really one of a kind. There's nothing else like this on the planet. And every year, it's just amazing to see this group of great young musicians, great artists, become a community really within a day that they arrive, and what they come up with in terms of their compositions and the camaraderie is truly special every year for us. So, and thank you, I want to double the thank yous to everyone here at Ravinia at every level for really facilitating this and making this happen. It is really just an honor for all of us to be a part of it. So thank you to everyone here at Ravinia. Please give them a big round of applause. I'm going to give a special shout out to one of our fellows, Jayla Hernandez, who unfortunately took ill after a couple of days and couldn't finish her time here, but we hope to have her back next year. So we want to let her know that we are with her in spirit. She is doing better, so we want to give a shout out to Jayla. And yes, absolutely, wonderful young drummer, composer. And in her stead, we have here from the Chicago area, who's a grad student at DePaul University. So we want to say, please, thank you, and a big round of applause to Diego Rodriguez for being in her stead. On bass, Ilya Osachuk, on bass. Spencer Hoefert on guitar. Pete Fucinaro on tenor saxophone. And Liz Sinn on piano. And we'll leave it up to them, and they will introduce their compositions. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. How about another round of applause for all these wonderful musicians joining me tonight? My name's Ilya Osachuk. I'm from Winnipeg, Canada. Winnipeg, there we go. The Chicago of the North, yeah. I'm masking my accent. But I'm coming to you from New York, where I've been living for 3 years. And when I say that these musicians on stage, as well as who you're about to hear, are world class, I really, truly mean it. It's unbelievable to be able to spend a week workshopping our own music with all of them and with Rufus, with Billy, with Steve. It's been an absolute pleasure. The first song that you heard was one of mine. It's called Persistence. Much like Evan's song that you just heard, it's about facing rejection over and over and over again and learning how to deal with it in a way that allows you to actually move forward from it instead of, being trapped by it. The next one that we're going to play is a composition of Spencer's, so I'm going to hand the mic over to him now.
Hello, everybody. Happy to be here. Yeah, the next tune we're going to play is one of mine. It's called Sirens. Not like woo, not that kind of siren, but like the mermaids in Greek mythology, that lure people away, lure sailors to their death. But, or maybe the more realistic metaphor of, things in life that, may seem to promise some type of homecoming or resolution, but really kind of bring you away from what you're really supposed to be doing. So this song is kind of about that. But, with getting a little bit lost sometimes comes some adventure. So hopefully we're going to try to get into a little adventurous spirit on this one. So we hope you enjoy.
The next song is also a composition of mine. I'm so happy to be able to play two in this program. It's called To Fly a Kite, not Go Fly a Kite. Steve told me to say that. No, this song is, it is actually very light in nature. I took a class a few years ago taught by Dr. Ferdera Hadley, and one of the assigned readings was about balladeers in Taiwan, and that is something that I knew nothing about before reading the article, and what a beautiful thing that they did. They wrote these songs about the Tamsui River. They were called river songs, and one of the balladeers in particular that this journalist interviewed spoke about flying kites at the banks of this river, the Tamsui River, when they were 9 years old, 10 years old, and that was an inspiration for a lot of their music. And after having read that, I thought, okay, I live in New York now. I live in a shoebox. There's no nature except for Central Park, and you can still hear the sirens and people screaming at each other and stuff. When's the last time that I went and did something just to enjoy it, just because I wanted to? When's the last time I made a kite out of paper and I flew it in a day, and that's all I did, was just had fun? And I thought, and I couldn't remember. And that's not good. So this is, as much as it's for you, it's for me, and it's a sort of reason to remember that we all were children once, and we still have childlike qualities about ourselves that we should never forget. So embrace your inner child and fly a kite.
Hello, everyone. My name's Pete Fucinaro. We're going to play two of mine right now, kind of a little mashup for y'all. The first one is called Little Window. It was started off as a interval study, and it quickly evolved into something that was reflecting a snowstorm happening outside this little window in my studio. So we're going to play that first and transition into something I just wrote about a week before coming here while I was in the DMV queue online for like 5 hours. This started off as a tone row, so trying to use all 12 notes to make a melody and a song out of it. And the goal was to play it on a gig that night and have it be something that I was excited about, that was accurate where I was trying to take the music. So we've been working on it this week and tweaking things here and there. So here is Little Window and Cue.
Let's give a round of applause for my wonderful bandmates. So the final tune of our band's set is an original by mine, entitled "Thank You for Everything." So before I explain a little bit about what the tune is written about, I'll give you a little anecdote about the evolution of this tune's title. So I am a bit notorious for being very bad at naming tunes, even if I have a very clear vision for it or I know exactly what it's dedicated to. It takes forever for me to come up with a name that's fitting. So before I came up with this name at the very last second, it had a temporary name which was dedicated to the treasure trove of tan trash tins in the Ravinia courtyard. I don't know if you guys noticed on the way in, there are more trash tins here than there are people. Well, it's like actually true that there's like 222. Maybe I'll count later. So this has nothing to do with the actual what I wrote the tune about, but this temporary title was dedicated to like all the new friends that I've made here, because those trash cans have been a bit of an inside joke between all of us here. So I dedicate that part to my friends. But so on to the serious stuff. So with this tune was actually written about a breakup I had last year. So nothing to do with the trash cans here, but unfortunately. But anyways, this was actually written about a breakup. Thank you for everything was the last thing that I said to my ex. And basically, this tune is just about the ups and downs of relationships. And while you may love someone, sometimes things are really just not meant to be. But you can appreciate the memories that you have once had for the rest of your life, and you can be thankful for the time you've had and for everything that you've learned. So yeah, this is Thank You for Everything.
Good evening. My name is Rufus Reed, and I thank you very much. Kind of a bittersweet evening. I've been coming here 24 years, and it's really been fantastic. And this year is no exception in terms of working with some incredible young talent that's you're gonna actually have to pay a lot more money after a while to see play, you know. Please welcome Ebba Dankel at the piano. Jared Beckstead-Craan on bass. Austin Ford is our trumpet player. Tyler Pauletti on alto saxophone. Pauletti, sorry. And holding down the fort here over here in the percussion, Mr. Anton Kot. Buckle up.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jared Beckstead-Craan, and you just heard an original composition of mine that I finished this week at Ravinia called Counter-Canter. Now, I know I don't look like the horse riding type. And it's true, I've never been on a horse. But the song Counter-Canter, the name comes from, I was up really late one night when I should have been sleeping on a Wikipedia deep dive, and somehow I got into dressage. And I found out that a canter is slower than a gallop, but faster than a trot. And a counter-canter is when a horse leads a canter with its non-dominant hoof. And I was like, horses can be left or right hoofed? They're just like us. But I'm still never getting on one. Anyway, the next tune we're going to play is an original composition by our trumpet player, so I'm going to hand it over to him.
Thank you. My name is Austin Ford, and my song is called Other Plans. So, Other Plans has two meanings. On one hand, it's you want to hang out with somebody, but they got other plans. And then on the other hand, it's you have a lot of plans in your heart and a lot of ideas of how you want your life to go, but God has other plans. So, I hope you guys enjoy Other Plans.
Hello, everyone. It's an honor to be here. This next piece you're about to hear is a premiere of a new work that I composed specifically for this quintet. They're incredible, and I wanted to make sure that they were featured in some way. Not that they already aren't featured in all of the wonderful pieces. But I'd like to invite you to welcome any emotions that might arise from within you from any past experiences that you can't quite remember. This piece is entitled Voiceless Memory.
Hello, everyone. Now we're going to play one of my originals. My name is Ebba Dankel. This song is a couple of years old. I wrote it when some stuff was happening in my life. It's called Longing, and it's about life's ups and downs. And sometimes when you're in a difficult period in your life, you can be longing for something else and thinking that maybe the grass is greener on the other side, but sometimes you just gotta get through it, and it's usually easier when you have someone by your side. And then you get through it. You always get through it and come on the other side. Yeah, this is Longing. In the shade of the sun, I was wandering around, tears running down. He said he'd call, longing to be someone else, someone free, in a world of my own imagination. Please bring me back and hold my hand, hold me close, you and I. A sweet lullaby. Up, down, through it all.
Wow, that was tear-jerking, wasn't it? So, my name is Tyler Pauletti, and the last tune you'll hear is my composition entitled Contortion. Now, interestingly, I actually started this tune by writing the name of it. So, I was, trying to think of a cool name, and, I came upon Contortion. That's awesome, I had no idea what it was going to sound like, but, I wanted to take on the journey. So, I was working on this the week before Ravinia, and I was really struggling to come up with anything. In fact, I got so desperate, I had to ask my dad for help, who's a rock drummer. So then he said to me, man, you just gotta play. So I did that. I mean, I just played for an hour and recorded myself, and eventually I found this motif that I really liked. So, I started playing around with that motif, contorting it. Anyway, this is the last tune.
Thank you very much. I'd like to invite Mr. Steve Wilson and Billy Childs out to join me. We're going to play one tune for you. I told Billy I'm not sure I want to play after all that, you know. But how about another round of applause for all those composers? We're going to play one short tune for you, and it's a composition written by one of the grandmasters of composition by the name of Billy Strayhorn, and this is one called Chelsea Bridge. Let's have all these composers out here now and players. Where are you? Bring them out. Come on out. Come on out. Go, Senator. Yeah. Keep that applause going. Come on, y'all can do better than that. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ravinia, Staines Institute, and all the benefactors and everybody that makes this thing work. And if you enjoyed it, every year is like this, so just put it on your calendar. And we love you. Thank you so much.